So, once again, good morning. Nice to see you again. I would like to start this class talking about something important. So, the changes with the test, right? I asked it yesterday. So, the change, you will take the Google Forms, as always, but like a homework. It means on Thursday, the homework will be the Google Forms, okay? So, you can do it at home. But like the idea with that is you get every option correct, right? To get a perfect score. You can do it at home. But the idea is to have a test on Monday, right? And so that class, the idea is to do an speaking exercise and a written exercise. So for example, for the written part, I can ask you to write an article or to write an story, as we have practiced it right before. And for the oral test, is like do a kind of interview. I'm going to start ask you questions. At the beginning, personal information. Where are you from? Where do you live? That kind of question. Then I'm going to start asking for a more specific topic, like traveling, like food, like hobbies, something like that. And the idea is you give me a long answer for each question. Okay? So while you are typing, I'm going to move one of you one by one to another room to do the speaking test. Okay,
Okay.
so that's on Monday. And on Tuesday, I'm going to allow the Google Forms to the platform and you do it during the weekend.
Okay.
Give me a moment. Mr. Javier just joined. I need to tell him.
It's clear.
So, okay. Yes, sir. Okay. Mr. Javier, good morning. Mr.
Good
Javier,
morning, everybody.
how
Good
are you
morning.
doing?
Good morning.
So, Mr. Javier, we were talking about the changes in the exam. So, in Tuesday, I'm going to load the Google Forms. As every test you have taken, right? You fill a Google form. So that will be like a homework. You do it at home. But on Monday, we're going to have a test, an oral and a written test. So in the written test, for example, I can ask you to write an article or to write an story, right? And in the oral test, the idea is to develop a conversation through question. I'm going to start asking you about personal information, and then I'm going to move to a specific topic. The idea is that you try to give me a love answer as you can for each question to develop a complete and a good conversation, okay?
Okay,
That's the exam. It is clear?
clear.
So in conclusion, on Thursday, I'm going to love the Google form as a homework, and you do it at home. The idea is that you get a perfect score because you're doing at home, right? And on Monday, we're going to do the oral and the written part. That's all. Okay, thank you so much. So let's start with this class. So what we studied yesterday, do you remember?
Yes, yesterday I saw about the indirect question.
Indirect questions. So let's practice a little bit more of this. Give me a moment. Yesterday was 12, right? I need to 12. Indirect questions. So let me see something. Okay. Indirect question. Let's review this. And then if we have time, we can continue with another topic. So remember, for yes or no question, we use if or whether, right? Like a conditional. For example, I wonder if she's coming. She's coming, yes or no, right? For WH question, we introduce WH question word plus subject plus verb. So we don't change the order. Do you know where he lives? Right? Usually we use an auxiliary after WH question. With verb to be, we don't change the order. What time it is instead of what time is it, right? And remember, for indirect question, we use some phrases to introduce the question. With moral verbs, I would like to know when we can leave. So we use the phrase to introduce the question, and we don't change the order of the sentences. Without auxiliary, could you explain what happened? Okay, so far so good, right? The most difficult thing is to use or to choose the sentence to introduce. So we use this because are more polite, right, than direct question. An indirect question is a question that is embedded, included inside a statement or another question. It does not use word order as a question mark. Direct question, for example, is where is he? Indirect question, I wonder where she is. So notice here, the order change. She is instead of is she. And we have to use a phrase to introduce the question. Sorry. It says, I wonder. So, indirect question are more polite or formal than direct question. Follow a statement order, word order, subject comes before the verb. Often begin with a phrase like, do you know? Can you tell me? I wonder. I would like to know. Could you explain me? Right? And remember, for yes or no question, we need to use if. Okay, this is just explanation. So let's practice. Okay, identify the correct indirect question, choose the correct form. So the first one, Mr. Enrique, can you tell me what is the time? Can you tell me what time it is? Which is the correct
Yes.
one?
Do you know what?
No. Both these are correct, right? I mean, one of
what
these
is
is
the
correct.
correct?
You need to choose the correct one.
The number 2 is correct.
Yes, you're right. Sorry. You're right. Can you tell me?
Letter B.
Can you tell me is the phrase that we use to introduce the question. What time it is? So notice we don't change the order between the subject and the verb. Thank you, Miss Enrique.
Okay.
Well done. Jonathan, next one.
The correct option is I wonder if they have any tickets.
I wonder if they have any tickets. Thank you so much. So this is a yes or no question. They have tickets, yes or no. That's the possible answers. Mr. Javier, please, next one.
Okay, do you know where does she live? Do you know where she lives? I could be the answer is letter B. Do you know where she lives?
Yes. Do you know where she lives? Okay. Next one. Mr. Enrique, please.
Okay. The letter B is correct. Could you tell me how I can apply?
Yes, you're right. Next one, Jonathan, please, the last one.
Or I like
I'd like.
I would like to know why he was late.
He was late, you're right. So sorry, I'm going to clarify something. This is the abbreviated form of this is I would, right? This is abbreviated form. So I would or I'd, right? I would. Okay. Thank you. Well done. Good job. Let's continue. Let me check these pages to practice a little bit more. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to share a web page. So give me a moment. I'm recording, right? Yes. Okay, I'm going to share this. So we need to choose the correct option. We are talking about indirect question, right? So, Mr. Javier, the first one.
Okay, I don't know the answer. How many times I have to tell you?
Thank you. Awesome. Well done. Mr. Enrique.
I don't know. Uh, why he's always so happy.
So unhappy, infeliz,
Sí, unhappy.
unhappy. Thank you. So before to continue, I would like to clarify something. Remember, we use auxiliaries for yes or no question. Do, does, did, that kind of question is for yes or no answer, right? And we will
Okay.
use a WH question is for an open answer, right? Okay, let's continue. Jonathan, no, Mr. Sí, Jonathan. Mr. Jonathan, go ahead.
Do you have any idea when will let me see will be
So, will
will be
be
the
which?
results published?
Which one? The third one.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try. Let's try, and then is there any mistake we can check? No
Okay,
worries.
okay.
How many people, Mr. Javier?
How many people? Uh, question one. Let's see. It could be how many people you called for the party.
Okay, thank you. And Miss Enrique, next one.
I wonder how this cold weather will last.
Thank you. Next one, Jonathan.
Did she tell you
How often?
how often should you take the vitamins? Uh, shall you take the vitamins?
Okay, thank you, Jonathan. Mr. Javier,
I'd like to know where can you improve if you can use the new product, where can I don't like to know where I can use the new product.
thank you, Mr. Javier. Well done. Mr. Enrique,
Would you tell me why you are leaving?
thank you. Jonathan,
Can I ask you long uh, 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 long have you been living?
okay, and the last one, Mr. Javier.
Uh, why? uh, what the first one? Why I shouldn't carry her?
Okay, thank you. So before check the answers, remember that in indirect question, we don't change the order. It means commonly when we ask a question, we start with auxiliary, subject, and verb. And if there is a WH question, we start WH question, auxiliary, subject, and verb. In this case, we did not need to change the order, right? We started with subject and then the verb. So let's check the answers. Okay, we have 3 correct. It says, will be the results. So in this case, you are starting the question with the auxiliary, and we need to start with the subject. So do you have an idea when the results will be published? Remember, we started with the subject, okay? Notice here. The result will be published, right? You did this like a direct questions. Okay. How many people, how many people you called for the party? So in these cases, did you call? Okay, because it is a direct question. Okay, I wonder how this cold weather will last. So The correct option was, how long this cold weather will last? Okay, it's missing long, right? For the question, how long? Because this order is correct. You started with the WH question, but this W question goes together with long. ¿Qué tan largo? Está preguntando por una oración, right? This cold weather, este es el sujeto, está muy bien. El auxiliar, ¿cuánto durará? Sí, el orden está correcto. Lo que nos faltó fue el long, porque estamos preguntando por duración. ¿Ok? Then we have, did she tell you how often should you take the vitamin? So notice here, you started with the modal verb. This is for direct question. It should be, should. Did you tell you how often you should take the vitamins? Notice. So you should start with the subject, right? And then the modal verb. This is like a direct question. Acá estaría bien si fuera una pregunta directa, pero como es indirecta, recuerden que cambiamos. El sujeto va de primero. Okay. I would like to know whether I can use the new product. Awesome. Could you tell me why you are leaving? So notice here, you do it awesome. First one the subject and then the verb. This is present continuous. Why are you leaving? ¿Por qué se está yendo? Awesome. Thank you so much. Can I ask you, how long have you been living? So notice this is structure of a direct question. You have to say, can I ask you how long you have been living, right? You started with the subject, then the auxiliary, and then the verb. This is present perfect continuous. Okay. Why I shouldn't call her? Okay, so notice this is a direct question. Why? Because we don't have a phrase that introduce the question. This is a simple question. Why shouldn't I call her? ¿Por qué no debería llamarla? So notice it doesn't say, can I ask you? Could you tell me? Right. Do you notice the difference? Yes, for sure. It's clear, Mr. Javier, Mr. Enrique,
It's clear. It's clear.
Mr. Jonathan. So anyway, you did
Clear.
it well. Good job. It's not easy. But keep in mind, most of the mistake was the order of the questions, right? So be careful with that. We started with the subject. Okay, let's try some other exercises. Give me a moment. Okay, let's try with this one. We're practicing, no worries about that. So, it says indirect question, present simple tense. Change the direct question into indirect question. Use can you tell me? So, first one, Mr. Enrique.
The number one, where does she play tennis?
Yes, that's
Eh,
the direct question. You need to turn into indirect question.
I wonder
So, here,
where,
we need to use
Ah.
can you tell me?
can you tell me where, can you tell me
Can you tell me where
where she play tennis?
she
Plays
plays tennis?
tennis.
Let's check. Awesome, Mr. Enrique. Good job. Thank you so much. You got it. Mr. Javier, next one. So,
Okay.
can you tell me? We started with this phrase.
Can you tell me he live in Paris?
Okay, it's missing something. This is a yes or no question. So we need to use
Where? Can you
whether,
tell me
when,
where,
right?
whether or if?
If he live in Paris. What's
Eh,
let me see.
Faltó el in.
Ah, okay, my bad. You're right. He live in Paris. I was worried about that. Okay, thank you, Mr. Javier. Awesome.
No, he lives.
No, in Paris.
Ah, right, you're right. Live in Paris.
He lives.
Thank you so
Y
much.
la S en el live se borró.
Yes, my bad. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. So, Jonathan, next one. So, we started with
Okay.
this phrase, right?
Can you tell me if
If,
okay, if she is hungry?
awesome, Jonathan. Thank you so much. You got it. Miss Enrique, next one.
Can you tell me what this is?
You tell me, let me copy this. Can you tell me what
This is.
this is? Can
No.
you tell me what this is? What do you think would be the mistake?
Mm,
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what this is? I typed in something wrong. Let me check. Sorry. What this is? Which is the mistake? I mean, I think it's this space. Okay, it was because of the space. Because I make a space after this. O sea, le puse un espacio al signo de pregunta y por eso la tiró mala. But you're right, Mr. Enrique. Thank you so much. Mr. Javier,
Okay. Can you tell me if they work in Canada?
they work in Canada. Awesome. Thank you. Jonathan, next one.
Can you tell me when John and Luke meet?
Guys, you're on fire. Congratulations. You got it. Miss Enrique,
Can you tell me if he is a lawyer?
lawyer. Good pronunciation. Lawyer. Awesome. You're on fire. Okay, Mr. Javier, go ahead.
Can you tell me where, whether, when the party is?
When the party is, thank you. Good. Awesome. Jonathan,
Can you tell me uh, 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 Mr. What was the mean of often?
often, a menudo.
A menudo, ¿verdad? Okay. Can you tell me uh, okay, this is hard. Okay.
Oh, this is a yes or
Let
no
me check, let
question.
me check.
It
It's
says,
a yes, no question.
do they often go out? Do they often go out? Ellos van a menudo, ellos salen a menudo. Yes or no
Tell
question.
me. Okay, if
If,
they often go out.
thank you, well done.
Nice.
So remember, the position of the preposition of adversal frequency, right? So it goes before the verb, yes, before the verbs, and after verb to be, ¿sí? Si el verbo es verbo to be, van después del verbo to be. Si es cualquier otro verbo, van antes del verbo. ¿Listo? Okay, good
Okay.
job, Jonathan. Thank you so much. Miss Enrique, go ahead.
Okay. Can you tell me what
Mhm.
he does at the work at the weekend?
What?
He does.
He does, are you sure? Let's check.
Yes, I am sure.
Thank you, Mr. Enrique. You're on fire. Well done. Okay, next one, Mr. Javier.
Okay. Can you tell me if the children, okay, if the children on holiday this week?
I think it's missing something.
Where to be?
Yes, of
Are.
course, verb to be. So please, where you have to put verb to be. Can you tell me if the children
Are.
are? Thank you, Mr. Enrique. Are, right? Stand. Thank you. Well done. Okay, Jonathan, next one.
Can you tell me
Tell me.
who she is?
Give me a moment. I'm going to copy paste this. So can you tell me who
She is?
who she is? Good. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Enrique. Next one, please.
Can you tell me why
Why
you like
you like
traveling so much?
traveling so much? My gosh, you're on fire. You got it. You rock. Thank you. Mr. Javier, next one.
Okay, can you tell me if Lizzie like ice cream?
Likes.
Likes.
Mr. Enrique, my gosh, you're paying a lot of attention. Awesome. Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jonathan, next one.
Okay, can you tell me if they I'm not sure if in this part is are.
For sure.
Yeah? Okay, are from Chile.
So remember, subject and then the verb. Okay, awesome.
Nice.
Mr. Enrique, please. Can you tell me
Can you tell me where the station is?
where the station is? My gosh. Sorry. Okay, you're on fire, Mr. Enrique. Congratulations. Mr. Javier, go ahead.
Okay,
Number 17.
can you tell me where you studies? No, where you
Study. Yes.
study Chinese?
Chinese. Where do you study Chinese? Awesome. Thank you. Mr. Jonathan, go ahead.
Can you tell me where
Where
mm, nearest or yeah, nearest
nearest
supermarket is
supermarket is?
supermarket is
The
No.
nearest.
Excuse me.
The nearest. Can you tell me where the nearest?
Nearest.
The. Where the
Okay, sorry. Thank
Mm,
you so much, Mr. Enrique. I missed the. Yes, you're right.
okay.
The. Thank you so much. Okay, next one, Mr. Enrique, go ahead.
Can you tell me you drink coffee?
Can you tell me?
If you drink coffee,
Thank you. If you drink coffee. Thank you so much. Awesome.
E, coffee.
Sorry. Coffee. Okay, that's awesome. And the last one, Mr. Javier, please.
Okay, can you tell me if Richard always late is?
Richard is always late. Awesome. So, my dear students, do you have any question about this?
No, any question.
No, mister.
It's
No,
easy,
any question.
right? We just need to manage the phrases to introduce. Can you tell me? I would like to know. Whatever you want, right? I wonder. Okay, thank you. So, we are going to change to another topic. Give me a moment. So I'm going to share my screen again. So now we are going to study about reported questions. Let's check it. The last one was indirect question. These are reported questions. So, explanation. So direct question, for example, structure, where do you live? That's the direct question. Reported question. She asked me where I live. So notice this is a report speech, but with questions. Explanation. I reported question. The sentence structure change to that of a statement subject plus verb. So she asked me is similar to she said or he said or he told, right? Like an report speech. But in this case, we use asked. She asked me where I live. So notice here the structure of the question change like an indirect question. We use subject and then the verb. Tenses changes. Do you like coffee? She asked me if I like coffee. So the same. For yes or no question, we use if. Tenses shift back into time. Present simple, okay, to past simple. So notice here, as in report speech, we need to change the verb tense. This was in present simple, so we changed the verb to past simple, like it. He asks if I like coffee. Pronoun changes. Are you coming? She asked if I was coming because it's asking to you and you're reporting this, right? So she asked me if I was coming. Pronoun change to match the perspective of the reporter. Sí, el pronombre cambia con nuestra perspectiva. Sí, si yo le digo a Jonathan, Jonathan, usted viene. Y Jonathan después le cuenta a Mr. Enrique, entonces él le va a decir, el teacher Santiago me preguntó si yo estaba viniendo, no si usted, ¿cierto? Porque le pregunté fue a Jonathan. Y si le dice a Mr. Enrique usted, es como si le estuviera preguntando a Mr. Enrique. ¿Es claro? Esa parte. It is clear. Okay, thank you. Question words usage. What is your name? He asked me what my name was. So here, remember, we started the question after he asked me, right? The introduce. We use WS question, the noun, right? The subject, my name, and then the verb. And the verb change depending. Present simple change to past simple. Present progressive change to past progressive. Present perfect change to past perfect. Past simple change to past perfect, right? Okay, so he asked me what my name was. Okay, yes or no? Do you like music? She asked if I like music. As I told you before, we use if as an indirect question. If or whether to introduce report yes or no question. Auxiliary verbs. Where does he work? She asked where he worked. Auxiliary verb like do, does, did are omitted in the report question. So remember, we don't use auxiliaries in these questions, right? So it's similar to indirect question. Okay, order or word order. Why is she late? He asked why she was late. So remember, in the order, we use subject and then the verb. The order changed to that of a statement, subject plus verb. Punctuation, are you okay? He asked me if I was okay. Question marks are not used in report question. We don't use the question marks. Okay, additional notes. Tense shift. When reporting question, the tense of the original question typically shift back on one tense. For example, as I told you before, as in reported speech, present simple to past simple, present continuous to past continuous, present perfect to past perfect. Will to would, right? Okay, let me see. What was this? Sorry, this was my mistake. Report verbs, common verbs used to report question includes ask, inquire, and wonder. Example, where are you going? She asked me where I was going. Did you finish your homework? He asked me if I had finished my homework. So this is present continuous is changed to past continuous. This is past simple changed to past perfect. Let me see something here. Yes, I think this is a link. Let me check this link. Why I paste this here? I don't understand what happened. That's weird. I'm sorry, that was my bad. Okay. So far, do you have any question?
No any question.
Now, rules. In reported question, the normal question order stay the same or change? Miss Enrique. We need to choose between same or change.
The normal question order stay the
In normal question.
normal question
The order
change.
change. Thank you so much. Okay, next one, Mr. Javier. The tense stay the same.
The tenses stay the same.
This is just reported question. The reported question, the tense stay the same or change? What do you think?
Well, yes, change because change the times of the tense.
Thank you so much. You're right. Jonathan, we always or never use an auxiliary verb, does or did. Do, does, or did, for example.
Never.
Never. Thank you. Awesome. Miss Enrique, we use if when there is or there isn't a question word. What, when, etc.
We use if
If
um,
cuando hay una WH question o question word o cuando no la hay.
when there is.
When there isn't.
Easy.
Remember, question words are how, what, why, when, what.
Okay.
Okay, which, and we use if with question that started with it when yes or no question.
Okay.
So with do,
Isn't a
that, is,
question.
or verb to be, exactly. And the
Yes,
last one,
isn't.
Mr. Javier, we use or we don't use a question mark at the end.
We use a question mark at the end.
We don't
No.
use.
Don't
Remember,
use
we don't use. In reported question, we don't use a question mark.
at the end.
Okay, thank you. These are some of the general rules. Okay. So practice. Let's practice with these sentences. Instructions. Convert the following direct speech sentences into reported speech present. So let me see. But this is reported speech. Let me see for the questions. Okay. Report question. Change the following direct question into reported speech. So, where do you live? Miss Enrique, she asked me.
He asked me where you
Remember, you change the pronoun depending the perspective.
okay. Where do you live? She asked me where I live.
I live. That's much better.
With the past, lived.
Impasse. Thank you so much. Lived. Well done. Thank you. You're right. Next one, Mr. Javier. She asked me where alive. Okay, this is okay.
This is the
one.
answer.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? He asked me what okay. It's in present continuous and
But
past
first, you
continuous.
need to use the pronoun, the subject. So you change to
I
I
was
was
doing.
I was doing. You're right. Thank you. The next one, Jonathan, please. The
Okay.
teacher asked.
Mister,
The answer
correction.
is
I saw the answer.
yeah.
Okay. Answer.
The answer
Yes.
isn't.
So let's check quickly. So it says,
Yes.
how do you finish your homework? The teacher asked if I had finished my homework. Did you go to the party last night? The teacher asked if I had gone to the party last night before. So this is like a report speak, but question. It's easy. Will you be attending the meeting? He asked if I would be attending the meeting. Can you help me with this task? She asked if I could help her with the task.
Mister, the number 2 is mistake. We don't put the ¿cómo es? Signo de
Okay, yes, you're right.
pregunta.
Sorry. I guess it's because I get used to that. Es la costumbre. Sorry. Okay, thank you. So now here we need to choose the correct option. So instruction, choose the correct reported speech for each sentence. So I'm studying for the exam, she said. So which is the correct one? This is reported speech.
Okay.
Miss Enrique.
The number 1 is the correct. She said that she was studying for the exam.
Okay, thank you. Number 2, Mr. Javier, they have been working here for 5 years.
they have been working here for 5 years. He say that they have been working there. Okay, letter A is the correct answer. He
Thank
said that
you.
they had been working there for 5 years.
Thank you so much. Next one, Jonathan, please.
I will help you with your homework. She said, okay. Um, she's she said that she she would
He
help
would.
me with my homework.
Thank you. Remember, will change to would. That's correct. You're right. Next one, Miss Enrique.
They say that the letter A, they say that we're going to the cinema that night.
You're right. Thank you so much. In going to, we change verb to be to past. Thank you. And the last one, Mr. Javier.
Uh, letter A, he said that he could swim.
You're on fire. So you master Reaper speech. Let me see. Okay, now let's do this exercise. Write just 5 direct questions. Be careful, direct. No report question, not indirect question, direct question. Using different verb tenses. Please type it on the chat. To be clear, por favor, pues preguntas normales, o sea, con auxiliares, con WH question, cambiamos primero el verbo y después el pronombre, ¿sí? Direct question, preguntas normales. 5. Each one of you type 5 questions in different verb tenses, please, or using different auxiliaries. Remember, if you have any question, let me know.
Mr. Write 5 sentences for any report
No,
indirect.
just indirect question, no, direct question, normal questions. O sea, no tienen que ser ni reporte, ni indirectas, nada. Pues preguntas normalcitas. Where do you live? Something like that. Do you study? Do you work? Something like that. Did you go to the party? Algo así. Sí, preguntitas normalitas.
Ah,
Thank-
preguntas.
Sí, preguntas normalitas, por favor. No reported,
Okay,
no
okay.
indirect, solo preguntitas normalitas.
Okay, okay.
Thank you so much. Oh gosh, I'm going to take the screenshot for the attendance.
Correct, mister?
Let me see. Going to check. Where is she? Where is she? When you take a break. When do. Remember, it's missing the auxiliary. Where do you go
Okay, okay.
tonight? Where do you go?
Do you go? Yeah,
The
yeah. Where do
auxiliary.
you go?
What is the last? What is that light? Okay. Who is that kid? Mhm. Thank you. Just be careful with the
Yeah,
auxiliary. Okay?
let me check. Yep.
Where is she? When do you take a break? Where do you go tonight?
Puse ya los auxiliares.
Yes.
Mm.
I just reading again the number
Okay,
three.
okay.
I think it's sound better if you say, where are you going tonight?
Where are you going? Okay,
Like a
let me
present continuous.
Okay.
So I'm going to delete the first to avoid spam.
Where you are going?
Are you going? Yes. With present continuous.
Okay.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Don't
You're so
worry, don't
kind.
worry.
Okay, that's all.
Pero se movió un poquito ahí el
Ah, no
conector.
worries. No
Okay, okay.
big deal. Like this.
Nice.
Thank you. You need to make a long question or difficult questions. Okay, thank you, Miss Enrique. Where do you work? What did you do last? Okay, love. Last Sunday, how often do you go to the cinema? When will you go to the next trip? How many hamburgers do you can eat? Can you eat? Remember, with modal verbs, Miss Enrique, we
Okay.
don't use auxiliaries. So how many hamburgers
Yeah.
can you eat?
Can you eat?
Thank you.
Yes.
Where are my keys? What does when you come here? I don't understand this question, Mr. Enrique. What do you mean?
What?
Sorry, Mr. Javier, I don't understand this.
Well, I could be, ¿qué haces cuando vienes?
Ah, what do you do when you come here? Remember, first of all, the auxiliary for you is do. And it's missing the verb hacer. What do you do when you come here?
Oh,
Thank you. Where are you from? In the third one is the missing the verb to be. Where are you from? Right? How long take a rest when you come after work? To work now, yes, after work. Do you hear my name? Okay. So now the idea is that, Jonathan, you are going to change Mr. Enrique question to reported questions. Mr. Enrique, you are going to turn Mr. Javier question to reported question. And
Okay.
Mr. Javier, I'm going to change Jonathan questions to reported questions in the chat, please. It is clear?
O sea, my question, I change a report question.
No. And let's try it again. So you take, let me think again. Sorry. You take Mr. Javier question and turn into reported question. ¿Sí? Las oraciones de Mr. Javier, Mr. Enrique se las va a volver report questions.
Okay.
Las de Mr. Javier. Jonathan, las de Mr. Enrique. Y Mr. Javier, las de Jonathan. ¿Sí? Van a coger las oraciones del compañero y las van a volver report questions. ¿Ok? ¿Es claro el
Okay.
ejercicio?
Yes.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. Go ahead. If you have any questions, let me know.
No.
I don't see the Jonathan question.
Okay, let me
Oh,
send
that's true,
you.
that's
No
true.
worries.
Okay.
Is here. Are the first one. I'm going to send you, Mr. Javier. Could you check the chat, please? I'm sorry. I'm so starving. I'm sorry.
Mister, can you show me the structure again?
For sure. Give me a moment. I just closed the presentation. Give me a moment.
Okay, okay.
This is reported question for sure. Let me show you an example. So I'm going to share my screen again. Here are the examples, right?
Nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Remember, if you have any question, let me know.
I finished.
Okay,
Mister.
I'm going to check. Thank you. So let's check. So where are my keys? He asked me where my keys were. Well done. What to do when you come here? What do you do when you come here? He asked me what I did when you come here. Okay. Where are you from? He asked me where I was from. You're right. How long take a rest when you come after work? He asked me how long I took a rest when I come home, right? Here, the last part.
Okay.
This one. I come home. Okay. After I come after work. Do you hear my name? He asked me if I heard his name.
Oh, his
We
name.
change the perspective, so we
Yeah,
change
yeah.
the positive. Thank you, Miss Enrique. In general, good job. Well done. Thank you so much. Miss Enrique, thank you for coming. You can leave now. You're free. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you.
Take care. See you tomorrow. Break a
See,
leg. Good luck with your test.
thank you. Goodbye, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye, goodbye.
Okay, Leonatan, let's check. He asked me where I work. Awesome. He asked me what I did the last Sunday. Awesome. He asked me how often I went to the cinema. He asked me when I gone to the next trip. Thank you. So this, okay, this is number 4. This is, let me check something. You're doing, Miss Enriquez, right?
Yeah.
When will you go to the next trip?
Trip.
So he asked me when I would, remember this is future, I would go to the
Okay.
next trip, would go.
I will go.
Because
Okay,
gone,
will
first of
go.
all, is go. Instead of, you change the verb. And this is the past participle of the verb. So instead of this, we use, he asked me when I would go to the next trip. She asked me
Okay.
how many hamburgers I could eat. Could, this one.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
Cool.
thank you, Jonathan. Anyway, well done. Thank you so much for coming. See you tomorrow. Take care.
Bye bye, Mister. Bye
Bye.
bye,
Thank you.
Mariano. Bye bye.
Have a nice day. Okay,
You
Mr.
too.
Javier, let's check. Where is she? He asked me where she is. Awesome. When do you take a break is missing the auxiliary. Okay, he asked me when you took a break. Well done. Where are you going tonight? She asked me where I was going tonight. Remember, we need to change the perspective. Si le preguntan a usted, entonces responde con yo. I was going tonight. Okay, thank you. What is that light? She asked me what it was that light. Okay. Who is that kid? She asked me who that kid was. Remember, we use first of all, we use the subject and then the verb, right? So who that kid was. Okay, thank you. That's all. Thank you so much, Mr. Javier. Well done. See you tomorrow. Take care.